Now let's take a look at the Indonesian stock market today on Monday. The Indonesian composite index was up 0.32%. For the full report and analysis, let's turn to Jessica Wulandari reporting from the Indonesian Stock Exchange.
Jakarta Composite Index closed 0.27% higher as gold price was up 2.9% to $185 a ton, and it made coal-based stock rose significantly. Adaro Energy was up 1.4%, Indica Energy gained 3.6%, and United Tractors jumped 3.8%. It was because coal imports from India are expected to increase, and market was jumped as annual general meeting of shareholders of major bank stocks such as BBRI, BBNI, BBCA, and BMRI will announce dividend distribution for the 2022 financial year. And investors were awaiting for Bank Indonesia, which will decide on an interest rate policy and projected to remain at the level of 5.75%. On the other hand, index was in positive territory after U.S. regulators announced a plan to backstop all the depositors in failed Silicon Valley Bank and make additional funding available for other banks. According to a joint statement from the Treasury Department, Federal Reserve, and the FDIC, all Silicon Valley Bank depositors will have access to their money starting today. The Federal Reserve also said it was creating a new bank term funding program aimed at safeguarding deposits. The facility will offer loans of up to 1 year to banks, saving associations, credit unions, and other institutions. Along with the facility, the Fed said it will ease conditions at its discount window, which will use the same conditions as the BTFP. Therefore, analysts at Goldman Sachs said it no longer expected the Federal Reserve to hike interest rates later this month after federal regulators moved to swiftly shield the U.S. banking system from the crisis triggered by the rapid collapse of Silicon Valley Bank. And tomorrow, index expected in the range of 6,720 until 6,830. And today, rupiah also strengthened to 15,372 as dollar index weakened 0.6% to 103. The failure of Silicon Valley Bank and New York-based Signature Bank and concerns about possible contagion lead to a sell-off in U.S. assets has put downward pressure on the dollar. While domestic investors still wait and see on Indonesia's trade balance data and the announcement of the Bank Indonesia Board of Governors meeting on 15 and 16 March 2023. Next, let's take a look to the top gainers and top losers of the day. The top gainers of the day were Makmur Berkah Amanda, Petrindo Jaya Kreasi, and Indonesia Streets. Meanwhile, the top losers of the day were Teknologi Karya Digital Nusa, Gosco Plantation, and Sapta Usaha Gemilang Indah. And tomorrow, rupiah will be moved in the range of 15,395 until 15,595. Next, let's move on to commodity prices. Spot gold price was up 0.5%, WTI crude oil rose 0.44%, and Brent hiked 0.41%. I am Jessica, reporting for MGN.